just recently bought a camper van. We're off this weekend. It's Friday evening, straight from work, and we're off on our first weekend trip. We've not actually stayed in our camper before. We've owned her for 3 weeks, and yeah, this is the first time that we're actually going to be out staying in her. We've taken day trips to the beach and everything, but this is our first weekend away. We are so excited, so we want to take you guys along with us. If you haven't seen already, I will link it here somewhere for you to see our video from when we bought the van, obviously 3 weeks ago. So yeah, we're off. It's a beautiful evening. It's so sunny, it's lovely, and I think the weather's going to continue for the rest of the weekend, so we really have chosen a great weekend to get away. This is my face.
I can't see myself, so I probably look a mess. I can just see the muffle thing.
We've got a mic thing on here. Wow. What an evening. What an evening. I mean, I know it's our first time. Well, it's not really our first time, because James went camping all the time as a kid, so did I. We hired a camper van a couple of years ago, but
on our own.
What a night we have had.
Actually, so, what a week. What a week. Actually packing the van and getting it ready.
I think it's just not, yeah, it's just been a really busy week. And last night we got to bed at like 1 AM. Some neighbours' cats were having a fight in the street. So then that woke us back up again for ages. And we've just had like no sleep. So we're both really tired. We're really cranky. And we were driving here and we couldn't be bothered to do dinner tonight. We thought we'd get something on the way because we didn't know how long it was going to take to set up. We didn't know what was going to happen, how the site was going to be. So instead of having that added pressure of setting up our little hob stand thing and cooking and everything, we'll just get something on the way. So we stopped at a McDonald's, but there's not many McDonald's in the area. So we queued for ages to get in. Then we got in there, we parked up. It was just a nightmare from the beginning. Oh, Max did not stop crying for this full, what was it, like 45 minutes to an hour before we stopped for McDonald's. Max did not stop crying in the back. We didn't know what was wrong with him. He's driving us insane. He's got a bad hip at the moment. He is on medicine, so we thought perhaps being in his crate thing, it weren't doing his hip any good. We didn't really know what to do for him. James went in to get the food. I got him out and then got him in the back of the van. He sat on the bench seat next to me, like on our seat in the back. He sat on that next to me and I thought, oh, he seems alright. With that, I didn't even see this coming. He just leapt. I mean, he's an insane animal, but he just leapt on top of his crate thing. It collapsed. It just collapsed. Max was just scrambling to try and get out the front window, and I don't even know why. And I've had to try and pull him back. He's hurt my hand. So that was the start of our evening, and it's just gone from there really. We've then got to the site. It's pitch black. We couldn't see a thing. We've had to pick up a welcome pack thing, which is quite sweet, that they do, and it's got all the information in it that you need for the site, and we've gone through it all and everything. And then we're driving around and I was like, right, this should be where pitch number 2 is what we're on, should be. We've got here. The
map's literally like the size of a matchbox as well. You need like 5 magnifying.
But it does. Yeah. And we got to hit back to the campsite and I've gone, right, that should be pitch 2, and there's people on it.
Well, no.
And
we drove around once.
Is that not
and we
pitch
thought
2?
We was in the wrong place, and Kelly said.
Yeah, so then we carried on going. It's all one way, so it's go all the way around the site, come out of the barrier, sign back into the barrier, come in again, and drive all the way back round again. And obviously, because now it's like 8 o'clock at night, we're very conscious about the noise we're making driving around the site and everything.
Yeah.
So
and our headlights, like bright headlights.
It's really stressful because we're like, we're making so much noise and it's a really quiet site.
Max is still squeaking.
So anyway, eventually I said to James, just pull up, I'm going to get out and walk around till I can find pitch 2. So got out, walked back, found pitch 2, and there's a caravan on it. And I was thinking, why are there people on our pitch?
Actually, dial back a bit. when we was coming in the gate for the first time, there was a man and his son walking past, and they sort of smiled, so I just smiled, and then we carried on driving. Then discovered someone was possibly on our pitch, but wasn't sure because you can't see.
Anyways,
the numbers.
I couldn't see the numbers, and this is just one thing that we're staying at Pine Cones campsite in Norfolk. And this is just one thing that they really do need to change, is they need to make the numbers for pitches like reflective or something, because you can't see them. They're literally just drawn on in like pen on a stick and you can't see them. They're not even at the edge of the pitch, they're like halfway back on the pitch. So there's these caravans there, and I've had to walk up in between these two caravans with my torch on, just drawing attention to myself to see what numbers they were. And it said 1 and 2, and I thought, what are these people doing on here? Anyway, this man and his son were walking back.
Man from the gate.
And I thought, oh, typical. Why is this his caravan just because I'm here randomly on his pitch with a torch? And then he came up and was like, oh, are you okay? And I said, well, I'm looking for pitch number 2. And he was like, well, we're on pitch number 2. And I was like, well, I'm pitch number 2. So I was a bit like, I don't know what to do now. I was like, I don't know what to do. And he was very, very nice though, and we laughed about it, and he just said, oh, he said, I'm supposed to be pitch number 1. But he's got a caravan,
and
so
a big caravan
obviously they're not going to be like...
It's quite a big caravan.
Shh, because they probably hear us.
Yeah, but you can't just move it, it was huge.
So I was like, obviously you're not going to move your caravan. I was like, I'm in the van over there. I said, so are you happy for me to be on pitch 1? And he was just really concerned that in case we didn't have the same like amenities, because they're service pitches with like water, electric and everything. And he was just worried that we weren't going to have that on pitch 1, but there's water and electric and everything on every pitch, so it's fine. So we're not bothered. And I said, we're absolutely fine, we'll park on there. So we got parked on there, we got everything set up and out, got Max fed and everything, walked down to the toilets. The toilets are really nice actually, and I'll just, I did take a video. They're like individual cubicles that have like sink, toilet, shower in them. Like individual...
They've got underfloor heating as well, and towel rails.
It wasn't really like a cubicle. What was it? I guess it was a cubicle. I don't know what you call it.
Anyway,
Like
it is a built-in
heated towel
shower,
rails, heating everywhere, and it was really nice. And he had
music.
music playing. Really good music. So I'll insert that here now for you to see. Okay guys, so this is the toilet. So it's just a single cubicle thing basically, with a shower, big shower, toilet, sink, and there's your door right there. So it's quite spacious in here. Don't know whose that is. This is on, it's nice and warm. It's so cold out tonight, and as you can hear, music's on. It's lovely, very nice, very nice. So yeah, that was the toilet. I mean, there's not much to see, but that's what they are, in case anyone wants to come here. That's what they look like. Anyway, wandered about, came back. It's all really nice. There's families all up with their, you know, camping fires,
yeah,
and
you can use
people out eating,
well,
and I love it. It's a good vibe. It's a really nice place. It's really close to a really, really, really busy road though, which when booking this, on the map it looks like it's next to a busy road. My mum said to me, Kelly, it's right near to a busy road, do you want to stay there? And I was like, well, let me read the reviews. Read through loads of reviews, looked on their website, looked everywhere, nothing said anything about busy road, nothing. No one's reviews, nothing. So I thought, well, maybe it's not, maybe it's just the map's a bit, you know, deceiving. We are right next to a really busy road. And where we're the end pitch, it is quite loud. But I think that's mostly because as well, where we live, there's no noise, it's dead silent. So we're not used to it, but it'll be fine, we're not bothered. Max has finally settled down.
Yeah, because we've been talking about this for so many bloody years, and now it's happening, and it still feels a bit surreal. I still can't believe this is happening. I still can't believe it's ours.
Anyways, at the moment, the heater thing in here is not on. That noise, if you can hear it, you probably can, is the fridge, because we've got a cool box fridge. To be fair, I don't know how good it's going to be, because I've put my hand in it. It's now been on for about 5 hours and it doesn't feel that cold.
Yeah, and it weren't cheap as well, so if it's crap, it's going back, because
we do want to get a fridge for it, but again, they're like 300 quid. We don't have the money right after buying this van, and again, it means taking cupboards out. It's just a nightmare right now. We just want to enjoy the van. So as long as though, if that does work okay, we will use that. If not, we'll have to look into getting one. But at the moment, the diesel heater is showing 15 degrees, so it's not even that cold. And I'm in a t-shirt, so it can't be that cold.
No. It's good. It's good.
It is going to be a frost tonight, if you can believe it. We haven't had a frost in ages. It's now going to be frosty. Everything is out to get us this weekend. Yeah. But we're determined to enjoy it. So, moan over. We've stopped moaning now. From this moment forward, we're enjoying the weekend. We will catch up with you in the morning.
Enjoy.
Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock now. We woke up at 10 to 7. We haven't done too bad. The night was okay. James was snoring, so he must have slept well. I don't think Max slept too well because he normally sleeps on our bed at home, and obviously in here he can't. So it's just a case of getting used to that, I think. But otherwise, he was fine. I woke up a couple of times, only because it was quite cold in here last night. Our choice, because we didn't want to put the diesel heater on last night. It got to about 8-9 degrees in here, so it was a bit nippy, so I slept in a hoodie in that, which obviously you wouldn't normally at home, and the cover kept sticking to me. But if that hadn't have been the case, I think I'd have slept absolutely fine, to be fair. Anyway, 10 to 7 we put the heater on, and within 20 minutes it was all the way up to 22 degrees. It's now holding at 18 degrees, which is pretty good because I've opened the blinds now, barring this one behind me, because I've got to get changed. Yeah, we're going to head over to the toilet block and then start our breakfast. This is our view out the back, which actually is pretty nice. Considering we arrived in the dark last night, we had no idea what was behind us, what was going on. It's lovely.
The dog's just been randomly sick, like a luminously orangey yellow sick.
Lovely.
Thank you. Please, I'm serious. It's really bad. It's just...
Wonderful.
Not the next one and stuff.
I don't think it is. I think he's just stressed himself out being in here and stuff.
Like
and
Coronation Chicken.
lovely. Lovely. Dogs. They're gross. What can I say? Anyways, yes. Let's make this bed up.
Pardon?
And then
Oh, sorry.
get ready for breakfast. Here he is. This is the naughty.
Basically.
This is the naughty corner, obviously, because this one is so naughty. You bad boy. Cooking up a storm. Well, just a coffee for now. Oh, look.
So, one thing we didn't do is bring any foil or cling film or these little fancy IKEA things. Kelly's got these like creepy jelly things, so we've got to eat the sausages because we don't want to leave. We don't want them rolling around in the fridge. So,
And the only other thing we have is a bin bag.
and we're not doing that. So,
Sausages it is.
sausage o'clock.
There's the sausage muncher over there.
Cheers. He ain't having them. Max doesn't get tidbits. Sorry.
Not on camera.
He doesn't get sausages. You can have a bit of fish later on in the chip shop.
weather's glorious. Max has improved. He seems okay now. He's not crying every 2 seconds. Yeah, we're off to the beach. This is what life's about. That's all he wants to do, is run. He just wants to run and run and run. Obviously because of his hip, we've been careful, but not gonna lie, starting to give up a bit with the sheer amount of crying and everything. Just let him have some fun. It's his holiday as much as it is ours. I mean, the weather's glorious and the beach is nice. We're walking right out to the sea now, the tide's out, but it's cold. I mean, granted it's only the end of March, what do you expect, but it's cold, it's so cold. I've got James's jumper on, which I did choose from the van. Hello, Pickle! He's having a whale of a time. Yeah! It's quite nice out here actually. Actually, it feels warmer the closer we get to the sea than it did where we were sitting. I think so.
Enjoying yourself? I think he's loving it.
He's going to be filthy. Can you take this please?
He's going to be absolutely soaking and full of sand.
Right, let's have a little blast.
However, there is a dog walk.
Max doesn't normally like the water, so this is a novelty. Whoa, look at him running! Oh my goodness, he's loving it! Hope you wanted to get wet. Woo! Oh my god, Max has never gone in the water. Like, barring this one time when we were at the beach in Northumberland, he's never gone in the water. We're back at camp now. It's about 5:30. We went from Old Hunstanton, we went to Wells next the sea or something. It was so busy and so packed that we just literally got an ice cream, ate it in a park that was just up the road, and then left because it was just ridiculous. But we're now back. Max has been washed down because they've got a lovely hot water dog wash here, which is good. And I'm just going to lounge in this chair, watch the sunset. I think James is going to cook us some dinner. Here's Maxie. We set his bed up here next to us. He goes over there. Whatever. this one. I don't think you can see this one. That's it. That's the day done. We've had dinner. You would have just seen me had some burgers and some salad and bits. It's very nice. James has just gone to do the washing up. Max is outside waiting for him. I've made up the bed. We're gonna go and have showers and call it a night. We've had a very nice day. The weather's been glorious. Oh, speak of the devil. There he is.
And he appears.
So yeah, that's the end of the day. So we're going to snuggle down, stay warm and cozy in here. We're going to swap sides tonight. So I was this side last night and James was this side, but we normally sleep the other way round. So I wonder if that would help with the way we were sleeping, because James slept fine, I slept fine. It was just more that I had to sleep in like a jumper and whatever last night. So we're actually going to put the diesel heater on tonight, so that I don't get an uncomfortable night, because I'm not used to obviously wearing hoodies and leggings in bed. So yeah, they were really annoying me against the duvet, but also I think it was uncomfortable because we were the opposite way around. Oh, excuse that mask just hanging there. We were the other way around, so we're going to trial it the other way tonight. Yeah, so James is back now, but put all this washing up away, and then I'm going to... Hello. I put the chairs away.
Oh, did you? Oh, thank you very much. We need to get a light under here.
We do, it's very dark. So yeah, showers and bed, and we'll catch up with you in the morning before we leave. Good morning. So this morning hasn't gone to plan at all, but that's our own choice. So no, we don't. So basically we said that if it was going to be grey and gloomy, which it totally is, very grey and gloomy out. Look at that sky. We were going to go to Sandringham, but actually we never woke up until 8:30, and we wanted to leave at about 10. So we've had a bit of a laze around and didn't cook breakfast because we couldn't be bothered either. So we...
Biscuits it was.
So we've packed up, everything's packed up, and we're about to hit the road and head home. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We are off again at Easter. We're going up to Yorkshire, and we'll be vlogging then as well.
We will be doing another little stay, more local to home in a few weeks' time, because we know the people who run the site, so they've allowed us to have a free night. We won't be filming that because
we've got family and stuff coming to meet
but
us.
We'll probably put some pictures up on Instagram, because we're trying out the inflatable awning for the first time, which will be interesting. But a little side note from me: anyone who's building a van, buying a van, or if you've bought one and thinking of it, get a diesel heater.
Yeah.
Seriously, get a diesel heater.
It's been fantastic. We literally put it on and it's warm in here within 5 minutes. It's starting to get warm, and then within 20 minutes it's up to like 20 something degrees. That's right from about 11 degrees, and then it holds its temperature for a while.
The one we've got, the Erbespacher, however you pronounce it, says in the manual that you must let it run for a minimum of 20 minutes at a time, so that's what we do. So on this whole trip it's probably been running for about 40 minutes to an hour tops maybe. Hasn't used any diesel. Well, the needle hasn't moved, what I can see anyway.
Like, we've driven here, there and everywhere. This van's so good. We've had diesel heater on 2 or 3 times, just for like 20 minutes, half an hour goes at a time. We've driven all the way here, so it's a 2-hour journey here, and we drove around.
I think we've done about 60 miles yesterday, something like that.
And just like used like no fuel.
Yeah, we still haven't used a quarter of a tank of diesel, so
the van's fantastic. We love it. So that's it from our first day away. Yeah, so we'll be joining you again at Easter time, just after Easter when we get back. So please like, subscribe this video, and follow us over on Instagram. I'll leave our Instagrams here now.
If you ever have any questions or queries of what we've bought, like screens or anything, or if you've got any queries about anything, what have you guys got or what have you used,
I'm quite up on my research and things before we buy it. So if anyone wants to know like where we bought our windows from or where we bought our front screen wrap from and stuff, just drop a message to Kelly on Instagram and we'll get back to you.
Or leave a comment and
because there's loads of ways of buying stuff, but sometimes it can be more expensive. So we feel like we've been pretty money savvy with a lot of it, but we've got pretty good stuff for our money. So yeah,
anyways,
drop us a message if you want.
See you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.